Love only shares what a person can bear. What do I mean about that? Well, there's some lessons that I have learnt along the way. I have been so excited at times with what it is that God is doing in some of my friends' lives that I have prophesied and prophesied and prophesied some more. And what I didn't understand is that when I did that, what was actually happening was that they were literally being
Recording in
condemned,
progress.
literally being condemned by what it was that I was prophesying over them. What do I mean about that? Well, what I actually learned is that I would be extraordinarily excited about the destiny, the purpose, the kingdom journey that someone was called to partake. And I would prophesy over them and I would see greatness. These people I would love desperately, and they would do nothing with what it was that they said was an accurate prophetic word, but they kept on going, oh no, woe be gone, poor me. I couldn't do what it is that you are talking about. And I would get so frustrated, so frustrated. And so I would prophesy some more and I would prophesy some more. And I would think, come on, stand up tall. You can do this, because I was always seeing the gold within them. These were people that I could see the greatness within them. I'm like, please step into what it is that you're being called to do. You're telling me that you want to, you're telling me that you want to see revival, but you're not doing anything. And so I would then lean into the heartbeat of heaven and I would listen to God for what it was that he had to say. And I say, Jesus Christ has this in store for you. Step in, start to run with what it is that he's got for you. I love you. I want to go on this journey together. But I learnt that I shouldn't have done that. What I learnt was that love only shares what a person can bear. Jesus said at John 16:12, I have much more to say to you, more than you can now bear. He wanted to share so much more with his disciples, but he understood that they could not bear what it was that he wanted to share in that moment. If someone that you care about is refusing to act on the prophetic words that they have, the many beautiful promises that they have received from God, I want to encourage you to stop dumping more and more prophetic words upon them. What you are actually doing is throwing more condemnation, more responsibility upon their shoulders, because love only shares what a person can bear. In my passionate desire to see these people step into their destinies, their greatness that I could see so clearly, uh, I was actually making it harder for them. They did nothing. I would prophesy and prophesy and prophesy, and I would think, oh gosh, they're going to get encouraged into doing something about it. Can't they see? I would feel like shaking them. Come on, do it. You can do this. And I've learnt that that's not kind. It's not loving. It's not the best thing that I could do as a friend, as a mentor, as a coach, as someone that claimed to love them. It wasn't loving or kind to think that I would be able to inspire them to step into their glorious destiny that they had in Jesus Christ. Even though I was excited for them, they needed to take responsibility for their own words. They needed to take responsibility for their own purpose. And I needed to stop prophesying over them and just allow them to be free to do what it is that they were willing to do about the prophetic words. I think it's fascinating because we are all responsible for the level of revelation that we walk in. In Matthew 11:20-24, it is shown to us how we are responsible for the level of revelation. In this passage, Jesus mentions a number of cities who had the revelation of who he was through the demonstration of basically most of his really significant miracles, and yet they failed to turn away from their unbelief and they failed to return back to God. And he said, woe begone them. So we can see there that there is a level of responsibility for what it is that we have received revelation for. As I said at John 16:12, Jesus says, I have much more to say to you, more than you can now bear. So, what is a loving thing to do when someone is not actually stepping into their prophetic words, their prophetic destiny, into their destiny in Jesus Christ? Just love them. Just love them and say, "Hey, how are you doing, my friend? How are you doing?" And when they're ready to actually start to step into the fullness of what it is that they're called to do, then encourage them to do it. And come alongside of those people that are willing to actually work with God to step into what it is that they're called to do, and and be their friend too, obviously. But with the others, just love on them and remind them that Jesus has got a great purpose, and that he wouldn't have given them that purpose unless he truly believed that they could be everything that they needed to be to step in to do everything that he had desired on his heart for them to do. So I just wanted to share that. I was thinking about that today. I had to learn times where I needed to hold and not continuously prophesy, not continuously try to encourage people to step into the fullness. Because what I was doing was, by them not actually doing what it was that they were hearing through their prophetic words, I was heaping a greater level of condemnation upon their shoulders. We are responsible for the prophetic words that we determine are from God and that are for us to actually step into. We are quenching the Holy Spirit when we don't step into those prophetic words. No matter the level of fear, we need to start to step towards as things that I actually teach and mentor in, with those that are ready to actually be responsible. It's really quite a challenge, and it can be a bit scary to actually step into those things. But when we have actually determined a prophetic word to be from God, and that it's a prophetic word, it's a good prophetic word, and it's a now prophetic word, to not act upon it is to actually quench the spirit in our life. So if you have a friend and you can see their great destiny, the most amazing prophetic destiny upon their life, and they're not stepping into it, don't keep on prophesying over them. Stop. Just love them. Tell them that they're great and that they could do all things through Christ who strengthens them, and then just love them as a friend. Now, I've got a few minutes. I've got another 5 minutes, maybe 5, 10 minutes, where I can release a few prophetic words. If any of you are watching at the moment, then please feel free to pop your name into the chat. I'm happy to release some prophetic words. If I don't see anyone in there saying, yes, I would like a prophetic word, I will move on, because I have learned not to prophesy over people unless they're ready to receive a prophetic word, unless they actually would like me to give them that gift online, that is. So I'm very much about that online. People need to be asking to receive a prophetic word, as opposed to me just prophesying over them. Hello, my beautiful daughter Rebecca, I love you. So I can see that you are there now. Do you want a prophetic word? I'll give you a prophetic word. I can give you a public one, or I can give you a private one. So it's fantastic. I can't see anyone else. Oh no, I'm getting lots of love from her. Does anyone else, is there anyone that would like a prophetic word? Because if not, I will wrap up with that little bit of prophetic ways of wisdom. Do not continuously prophesy over people when they're not doing something with the prophetic words that you have already released over them. Remember, Jesus said, I have so much more to share with you, but you cannot bear it. So love only shares what a person can bear. So I hope that has helped you. I can't see anything else. Rebecca, I love you lots, my beautiful girl. And in the meantime, I will catch you soon. All right. Bye for now.